Aquarius. I'm doing a reading a little bit different this week. I decided to pull the cards off screen in the interest of your time, and I took notes that I'll be reading through using Libranthos as my main source. So let's see what's going on for you this week of August 11th, 2024. So in the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Partnerships are big on your mind this week, specifically romantic partnerships. There's a theme throughout the week of establishing trust, confidence, and strength, empowerment and balance. You're working towards a divine union here, Aquarius. This is very much a week centered around your relationships and the concept of choice within your relationships. A choice between things that are opposing and mutually exclusive. There could be a dilemma that needs to be thought about carefully to be able to make the best decision for your situation. Some of you are developing your belief systems regardless of societal norms. This week signifies the beginning of a period where you are deciding what you stand for and what your philosophy will truly be. It's a time to begin assessing what you deem important and what you deem unimportant. You'll need to be as true to yourself as you can be so that you can feel genuinely aligned to the people around you. This is about choices in love. So, motherhood, fertility. You want a family. You want that family. This is what you're working toward. Fertility, nurturing, abundance. You're doing the work. You want this. The Empress is a signal to be kind to yourself, to take care of yourself. For the Aquarius I'm seeing here, cultivating a family is on your mind this week. The birth of a new idea around family. It's a time of nurturing, a time of supportive love. You're really trying to build this environment for family. You've been doing a lot of healing and you have great hope for the situation. The Sun follows the trauma of the Tower card. Remember that you hold within you all that you need for your fulfillment. It's important to really utilize the courage that's inside you. This card is a message to have faith. You're healing past wounds and feeling overall optimistic about what the future holds. You're really trying to build this family life. The Seven of Swords reversed has to do with rethinking your approach, possible deception, regret, and truth. Some of you could be rethinking how you want to create this family. For some of you, someone may be coming forward about some deception or manipulation they've been involved in. There's a desire to do things in a different way, perhaps a way that is more collaborative rather than independent. So there's some possible deception about how someone is feeling. What someone is saying and what someone is feeling do not match. There could be a lot of worry about the way that you're trying to create this abundance. It indicates a need to change your approach. Perhaps how you've been approaching the situation isn't really working. For some, maybe trust has been broken, or you fear a breaking of trust. You fear it falling apart due to how you're trying to achieve this. Again, there's a desire here to try to do things in a different way. One that is collaborative rather than independent. So, the King of Swords. Head over heart, discipline, truth, integrity. It's a pretty serious situation. You're trying to stick to some high standards and display reason. You're being asked to remain objective in the situation. You must establish truth by sticking to the facts. Someone here might be lying to themselves about their capacity to bring about this very beautiful family. There may be some fear around how that's going. You'll need to use your intellect to make your points known and attain your goals. You have to be smart about this and lead with your head in a situation where there is some risk involved, especially to build a family. You need to be stern in your role while ensuring you have clarity of mind at all times. Consider all the possible consequences to make an appropriate judgment. Take time to reason with others and be candid with the observations you have made, especially in your heart. Don't keep any doubts to yourself. There are some difficulties cropping up that will need to be confronted to make a sober decision about them. You and those around you have high ethical standards here. There's a need and an effort to control your emotions. You're being challenged to do your best this week. The Seven of Pentacles. Hard work, perseverance, diligence. You're working hard. You're trying to persevere. Practice patience with yourself and with others. You want those results. You want to see that growth. You're focused on your long-term goals, but it seems like it's a little bit difficult for you to grasp somehow. You want this to grow. You want to bring about the manifestation that you desire. There is investment and effort in this which matters a great deal to you. This reaffirms your long-term vision and helps to show you are not confined to seeing results in the short term only. You value the investment because of the effort you're willing to put in, despite any fears you may have about it, and any withholding of emotion you may be practicing. You do not know whether you're going to reap fruit for your hard work. This card could signify frustration when there's a delay. You're learning from your past failures and mistakes. You're putting in the work. There are some new feelings here, and you're doing a great job of following your intuition. You may feel a little bit insecure about it, but things are happening. Things are progressing. You're experiencing an emotional awakening. It's time to let loose any emotional baggage you have and start living your life to the fullest. There's a new beginning here, a chance to start fresh, opening yourself up to the possibility of new relationships that have the ability to make you emotionally fulfilled. The possible release indicated by this card is spiritual and emotional in nature. This time is here to herald the turning over of a new leaf. You're dealing with some insecurities having to do with the situation. You want it to go in the best possible way, and you're really trying to work hard at it. And you might be stumbling a little bit, questioning yourself, feeling insecure. Perhaps there might be some self-deception about how ready you are for the situation, but you're working hard and you're trying your best, and it's clear that you want this. There are feelings here that are cropping up. It's scaring you a little bit, but you want this. There is an opportunity for you now to grow emotionally, spiritually, and creatively should you take this cup and drink. You're being guided to trust what your gut says and avoid overanalyzing the situation. You're looking ahead. There's real drive here. You really want this. You're seeing the positives of it manifesting throughout the week, and you're looking ahead into the future at what this could be for you. You're following your plan for the future. For the most part, it appears that things are going well. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's still going. You are creating a stable foundation for yourself. This card is also a warning to keep an open mind, as better opportunities could open up for you. This situation is taking you out of your comfort zone, and this is where you're having some difficulty. But it looks like you're exercising a great deal of effort to stay in control of your processing, and you're moving to manifest that next stage in your relationship. You're working to create a lasting foundation with people that you love. In the Six of Wands, I see you harnessing your inner strength in an attempt to bring a particularly successful outcome in your life. You're working through difficulty, and it's proving, at least from what I can see, successful in some way. Keep in mind that there may be a mixture of emotions here, an overconfidence to overcompensate for the fear, or your feelings may be incongruent to other parties involved. While you may be feeling good about the way this is going overall, you're going in the right direction, there's still quite some stuff to be worked through. Instability of emotion, scarcity mindset, fears of deficiency, a fear of loss if things don't go well. It might be a good time to seek advice from others. Think all of your choices through and avoid making rush decisions, as the time may not be quite right for this. Despite all of this great effort you're making, it really seems like there's some lack of emotional stability here. You could be feeling anxious and vulnerable. There are some concerns around finances that could be involved. This might be really disappointing to hear, but it's feeling like a not just yet kind of situation. There's some emotional turmoil having to do with the situation that needs to be addressed first. Conversations that need to be had that maybe aren't being had. The Hanged Man understands that his position is a sacrifice that he needs to make in order to progress forward. This card signifies a calculated step backward to recalculate his path forward. Your time here will not be wasted, and it's an integral part of discovering your way forward. The Hanged Man reflects a particular need to suspend action. As a result, this may indicate a period of indecision. This means that certain actions or decisions which need to be properly implemented are likely to be postponed, even if there's an urgency to act on them at this time. Love can't be rushed. Avoid romantic pressure. You're on the right path. I can see that you want this. You're working very hard towards it. There are some blocks here, though, that need to be addressed. It's understandable to be a bit impatient, but this stuff is coming up for a reason, and it has to be addressed. I know that there's likely fear behind all of this, but I think you'll get there. I think that the work you're putting in is very admirable. Continue to follow your intuition. If you're not doing so already, maybe write down what you're feeling about what the details are of the situation. It's maybe a good idea to seek some guidance. Again, it might be very helpful to talk to someone else about this. I am very much getting a mixture of emotions here, like determination and also fear, second guessing, some self-deception to some degree, withholding of emotion. Overall, though, I think you're trying your best. And that's all we can hope for. Okay, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. And I will see you next week.